The Crystal Skull demands your obedience, so click like or subscribe to the Heavy Underground.
Evolving within their own meticulous sonic niche over the past 3 decades, Tool have established their deeply respected reputation by traveling the interstitial spaces of their own unique musical DNA to craft immersive epics that further define the empty spaces and infinite edges of the band's distinct sound. With a die-hard fealty to the full-length album concept, the long-gestating Fear Inoculum, Tool's fifth studio album, arrived in a more expedited manner than the public had initially reckoned. Art direction, as per usual, is spearheaded by resident guitar wizard Adam Jones, with renowned artist and longtime band collaborator artist Alex Gray and the distinctive eye of Mackie Osborne contributing heavily to the design. The packaging of the initial run of physical media is outstanding. With an initial limited release of the uniquely designed deluxe edition, this multimedia masterpiece includes a 4-inch rechargeable HD screen incorporated into the package, featuring exclusive video footage created by Alex Gray. Also included with the full download of the album is the instrumental track Recusunt ad infinitum. This is the cascading digital wash that accompanies the Alex Gray visualization on the 4-inch HD screen. By utilizing the state of technology available in physical formats to them in unique ways, Tool express a ceaseless devotion to the synthesis of superior musical execution and visionary artwork and design to present their singular artistic vision to the world. A spectral musical photography stretches the title track Fear Inoculum as the album gets underway. With a simmering potency, Fear Inoculum travels on a percolating rhythmic current, with sinewy musical passages lining up in a reserved procession of mantra-like fluidity. Exhibiting the band's patient nature, Fear Inoculum winds through the speakers at a measured pace, while deeper currents crest in the song's final moments as Brother Jones laces through the close with a lyrical guitar run. Slowly seeking into the universe, Pneuma pulses to life. Percussive depth from Brother Carey shades this track's gentle open. Rolling to the fore, Brother Chancellor's bass soon takes the lead. With a languid and breathy progression, Tool settles into a meditative roll on Pneuma. The midpoint briefly charges up before descending into some low-slung progressive psychedelia. Synthesized lines interlock with some Near Eastern drum patter as Pneuma's swelling strength builds up to bring the final few minutes to a confident conclusion. Settling into Litany contre la peur, French for Litany Against Fear, the first download-only interlude track, vocals, synthesized sounds, and guitar work together as this track breaks a dimensional hole to carry the mind into far-off, arid alien landscapes, before a reserved intimacy walks the next track, Invincible, through to a building intensity. Cresting waves carry into and throughout a pastoral run of gentle, heavy, dreamlike passages. Maynard's dynamic delivery imbues the song with an assured emotive resonance as his brothers in progressive heft drift with ruminative compulsion. Chancellor's bass precision dials into the song's driving propulsion as rhythmic shifts move through the middle of the song to inflect a heavy plod into the proceedings. Shifting and strengthening, Invincible intensifies and retrenches in consecutive runs. A squalling solo from Jones interjects before rolling forward with a synthesized cry melding into a warbling vocal refrain from Maynard. A false ending roars back for a final minute or two, culminating in a deft ascent of crushing heaviness. With Legion Inoculant, the second interlude moves forward with a grittier noise permeating through a wash of whispered vocals and noise-drenched vistas before a seaside reflection heralds the open of Descending. Delicate constructs revolve throughout the song as Descending weaves its web. A potently evocative solo from Brother Jones slides through with a master's touch. Call me crazy, but this whole passage hits me as a clear Iron Maiden homage. Meandering musical streams gracefully wind through Descending's latter half before a cascade of riffs multiply the intensity as the song strives to a close. Overhanging synth heightens the tension before a magnificently expressive guitar solo brings the song near its end as the band once again pull together to draw Descending to a proper close. Like a soundtrack to a movie, the inflection brought with these well-placed synthesizer accents helps to shape and mold the sonic atmosphere throughout the album's duration. In succession, Calling Voices pours forth with an inauspicious attitude. The song's quieted moments only heighten the motion of Brother Jones's primary riff scheme as the band overwhelms the listener with their unified sonic glacier surging forth. Weighted with subversive tendencies, Tool moves with intent as Calling Voices drags the listener into the crushing depths. Next, Chocolate Chip Trip offers a delirious journey through the consciousness of the drummer extraordinaire Danny Carey. This maddening mind meld shifts from sci-fi psychedelia to unrelenting drum solo and back again. This outstanding sonic outburst emerges as if Brother Carey stepped through a wormhole to jam with the Tubeway Army in 1980. With one final epic movement, Tempest draws the album Fear Inoculum to a close. Stringent vocal work from Maynard muscles into the fray as the band mix and mingle with their head-churning interplay. A slow-moving elasticity flows through Brother Jones's fingers as a series of intensifying solos begin to unfurl across the middle of Tempest, while subversive bass from Brother Chancellor lurks beneath the song in understated turmoil as the song cycles to a close. The most outright aggressive song on the album, Tempest, swings with intent as Tool run through this track with their usual measured roar. Closing the album with a final instrumental coda, Tool utilizes a mechanized soundscape to subvert a series of naturalistic noises on the album closer, Mocking Beat. This brief track intercedes with a short but impactful purpose, to pull the album to a disconcerting close. With one final epic movement, Tempest draws the album Fear Inoculum to a close. Stringent vocal work from Maynard muscles into the fray as the band mix and mingle with their head-churning interplay. A slow-moving elasticity flows through Brother Jones's fingers as a series of intensifying solos begin to unfurl across the middle of Tempest, while subversive bass from Brother Chancellor lurks beneath the song in understated turmoil as the song cycles to a close. The most outright aggressive song on the album, Tempest, swings with intent as Tool run through this track with their usual measured roar. Closing the album with a final instrumental coda, Tool utilizes a mechanized soundscape to subvert a series of naturalistic noises on the album closer, Mocking Beat. This brief track intercedes with a short but impactful purpose, to pull the album to a disconcerting close.